When version 8 launched, it was so over, and with version 8.1, we are so back. There are a few things to go over, but first you need to be reminded that it's still only available on the alpha website, alpha.midjourney.com. I'm pretty sure it will get pushed to the main website soon, but for now, this is where you can find version 8.1. The new update really does just make everything look prettier. When you pair an easy, simple prompt with some style references, you can get some fun pictures. Way better than version 8. But you will notice something here. HD mode is now 3 times faster and 3 times cheaper. It's so cheap that it's actually the default for version 8.1. You can change this in your settings, but let me show you what the difference actually is. It really is just about file size and resolution, I guess. Like, you can run a prompt without the HD, and then in your options over here on the right side, you'll see run as HD. When you click on this, Midjourney is going to lock in the seed number that created those pictures and run it through the HD algorithm. The results are actually going to be quite similar to the original, but I guess they are better. I mean, maybe objectively it is okay to say that, but I suppose your opinion might be different. Like, we have these skeleton guys basically the same, the cat is over here, we have the eyeball on the left and the eyeball on the right, and then the dungeon guy from Shrek. And then the dungeon guy from Shrek here, number 4, and number 2 over here. If we're just looking at the eyeball as an example, I think the HD one is clearly better. So let's download both of these pictures. The regular version 8.1 is 1024 by 1024 in a square ratio, but that comes out to a 1.5 megabyte file size. The HD version is 2048 by 2048 with a 5.3 megabyte file size. So a big increase in resolution, double the amount of pixels, more than double the file size. And Midjourney says that they made HD cheaper, but I don't think it's cheaper than the regular 8.1, so you have to be careful about leaving that on in your settings. You might go through your fast hours a lot quicker. Standard resolution in 8.1 at full quality is as fast as V7 draft mode, so speed is a big deal. It's a big part of version 8, and it is a pleasure to use. Being able to run this many pictures that quickly is actually a lot of fun. They also say they've brought back some community favorite features like image prompts, with image weights as well. That's kind of interesting. So you know what, let's take one of these animals we just made. Yeah, this dog's pretty cute. If we click, hold, and drag to the top, we can place it as an image prompt here in the middle. I gotta be honest, I'm not really an image prompter. It's just never really clicked for me, although I know you can create some really cool scenes. If I asked for a day at the beach, what do you think's gonna happen? Maybe we see a beach with a dog on it? Okay. It's kind of funny. I mean, it creates the picture so quickly, which is cool. And it does not have HD. So you know what? Let's run these as HD. And then I'm going to go into my settings and I'm going to turn HD on. And then as you can see, again, your generation is going to get pretty similar. Let's do this. Let's do a day at the beach. And then let's run some SREF randoms. Oh my God, these are hilarious. What is happening? Don't you see how interesting image prompting can be? I would love to recommend this more. I think the results are so fun. But what is the lesson here? That like, oh, you never know what you're gonna get. I don't know how teachable that is, but at the same time, this is a great way to explore. Like, I can't get over this axolotl in a Superman costume. So why does that happen? Does it see the cloak and maybe this little logo from the image prompt and then it just adapts it? I don't know, but I really do like the jellyfish background. Just what a great picture. Oh, how about these colors up here? That is fascinating. And if you wanted to increase or decrease the image weight, you would add --IW and then a value, I'm thinking between 0.5 and 3. That's how it used to be. You know what, if I type in 4, it's going to say no, between 0 and 3. Okay, we're learning. Like if I bump it up to 2.5, I'm sure I'll just see this little superhero dog pretty much front and center. And yeah, there you go. Be careful when you increase the image weight. Just gotta let you know. And I'm sure you've noticed by now, but mood boards and SREFs are now super stable, again, according to Midjourney. But I have to agree, they're so much fun. Like, take a look at this mood board I just shared with my community last night. Fluximinous. I described it as a crazy purple glossy fractured portrait, and I think that is completely accurate. If you want to try this yourself, you can take this code here, --P I7KJOWU. We're going to put this into Midjourney. And then we can ask for things like Batman, Wonder Woman, a black hole in space. Definitely don't be afraid to bump up the stylized value either. You can get some really cool looks. Oh, I'm a fan of this one. That is a great picture. Let's see what some people in the community have created. Oh, holy cow. Shout out to Rogelio for this one. That's insane. Look how crispy that is. That's also pretty amazing. And then that's a pretty fun one from Andrea. So if you want to join us and explore version 8.1, I've opened up free trials again for my community. I'm only going to leave it open for a little bit, maybe the next 7 days or so. You get a 1-week free trial to come check it out. There's a lot of material inside of the classroom here. We have my 12 steps to becoming a Midjourney master. All of my mood boards I've ever posted right here. A bunch of my favorite styles posted from other community members. We have some exclusive Midjourney tips, a whole course on color theory and application. That one's actually a lot of fun. There are a bunch of tips on AI music as well as GPT, and my full legacy Midjourney course. There's like 13 hours of lessons in there. I think a lot of it's still applicable. This community is great. Again, there will be a free trial going on for a little bit. Come check us out if you share our curiosity. There's also a new prompt shortener. This will kick in anytime you go over the prompt length limits, which I think was like 1,300 characters or something like that. Maybe I'm getting that number wrong. But now I don't even think there's a way to test that, because if you wrote a really long prompt, it will just shorten it somehow. And I don't know how it will shorten it. Maybe we can test it really quick. Hey, can you write a 1,700 character prompt for an image generator? Make it the coolest prompt you could ever write, and then delete it and write an even cooler prompt for me to try. Do you think that would work? Like, hey GPT, do this for me, and then erase everything you did and do it better. Is that a secret hack? Has anyone ever tried that? Of course, this thing goes straight for the colossal cathedral city, drifting above a black ocean of clouds at blue hour. Oh, okay, that is actually pretty cool. Suspended by impossible rings of bronze and ivory. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to. It's not quite Midjourney ready, but you know what? The point is to see if somehow this gets shortened. Oh, look at that. It's got a long prompt icon popping up. Prompts of this length will be adjusted for the model. This may increase variability. You know what? Let's see what happens. Is it really noticeable? So if I click on use text, I don't know. Isn't everything still there? Everything's there. Where's the shortening? When does that happen? I don't know. However, I will say, pretty cool looking pictures, okay? Shout out to GPT. Thank you for that. And you know what? While we're here, I cannot resist trying random style references. This is the most fun part about Midjourney. And if you're not doing this, you got to start doing this. You got to start doing 2 randoms, double up on the randoms. And then look at these, man. You got any favorites here so far? Like maybe not. Ooh, okay. That looked pretty cool. Oh, so sick. This one is also awesome. Yes, extremely awesome. Okay, pal. I could get behind that. That's pretty sick. Dang, I like these a lot too. Shout out to my double random there. More double random awesomeness. What is going on here? Is that voxelish? Holy cow, what is that? How's that look so cool? What is even happening? It's like there's depth and at the same time, no depth at all. How is it doing? Is it just because there's no shadows? But then look at the bottom here. That's a completely different art style. This is amazing. Shout out to the Midjourney team. Course corrected. This is way more fun than version 8 was. Big fan. First time caller, long time listener. Okay, wait, there's one more thing you need to know about. Well, maybe a couple things. But they updated the describe function. People have been asking for an update to this for years at this point, actual years. So you know what? Let's try to let Midjourney describe one of these pictures. Which one should we do? Yeah, whatever. Let's go with this one. If you want to access the describe feature, you can right click on a picture and describe will be right here. Or you could click and hold and drag it to the top and you'll see describe below those other options. Now Midjourney is going to write 4 prompts for us about that picture. I don't think there's a way to use the old describe feature, so I can't really compare and contrast right now. But if we just click run all prompts, let's see how close Midjourney gets to our original. For the record, this is what we were trying to describe. And this is what Midjourney has come up with so far. And like, I'd say those results are, fairly close for just using words. Yeah, like that's pretty cool. But if you want to get even closer to your original picture that you're trying to describe, adding that picture as a style reference is basically the trick to doing that. So we have our new prompts, and then we have our picture as a style reference. And yeah, that's pretty awesome. I don't think any of these are going to be the thumbnail, but I like them. They say it's likely that they will decommission their version 8 model after 8.1 has been out for a few weeks. Now, I know this is a contentious issue. If you look on Discord, a lot of people are asking to keep version 8. So maybe the Midjourney team will listen. Clearly, version 8 has clicked with some people, especially if you really dive into it and use parameters. I thought it was a little too difficult for the mainstream audience, but that's just my opinion. Clearly, other people think differently, and that's okay. But you know what? I do have to apologize. Maybe I should have mentioned this off the top. They didn't mention this in their blog post, but because the aesthetics have improved so much, something had to take a hit. And unfortunately, that something was text generation. The model is just not as good at generating text right now. Even if you use Style Raw, even if you mess around with some of the sliders and settings, text in version 8.1 is nowhere near as good as the text in version 8. Let me see if I can demonstrate that. Let's try this prompt right here with the wakey wakey, eggs and bakey with the number crossed out. I would love to see this in 8.1. Okay, so this is tough to say. I would argue it's not nearly as good, but at the same time, it's not that bad. Like, pick any of these. Here's wakey wakey, eggs and bakey, $9.99 crossed out with free 99, and then a picture of some bad looking eggs and bacon. So you know what? Text does take a hit. It's different, but maybe it's not as bad as I was worried about. I'll just say that. Okay, so how about this? What's next? They're going to try to give a quick shot for some V8 upscalers, and then they're going to move on to a version 8 edit model with in-painting and out-painting. Okay, I'm going to leave you with some music of mine. If you're a fan of chill house music that sounds good on a summer night when you're driving with the windows down, you might be a fan of this. Anyways, I hope you're doing well, take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace.